Hello. Today I'm going to give you an overview of the ZoneEditor plugin, explain what zones are, and also give you a quick example of how you can utilize zones within your scripts. So first I'm going to open up the ZoneEditor. I have a couple zones here predefined. I'm going to delete these really quickly. So as you can see, when you open the ZoneEditor, it shows you an aerial view of the props that you have on your map. It does not render terrain, but you should have a good enough idea just from the props. As you can see, I have this layout right there. Now you can use the regular controls that you would use to control the camera in Studio, such as right-click to rotate. Yeah, you can zoom in on your props, and you can pan by holding down the middle mouse wheel. So I'll start off by creating a zone. Which I'm going to put around this spawn point, and creating another zone. So click New Zone, and creating it below it. Now they will snap to each other, so if you get it close enough, it'll automatically snap. You can also resize your zones if you'd like afterwards. And you can see over here the zone attributes under zone properties. I have an additional attribute which I have actually added through the attributes editor. You can see that the data type is string, and you have the option of 3 different data types: string, number, and boolean. I'm going to add one additional attribute. I'm going to call it player killing, so that I can define no PK zones. So if I go back over to zone properties, you'll see that player killing and music are now available under the zones that I select. I'm going to call the top zone Zone A. I'm going to call the lower zone Zone B. And I am going to select some audio to demonstrate transitioning between zones and what makes zones so useful. I will not be adding the player killing example for this, no PK zone. So I'm going to select this music right here. For zone B. And for zone A, I'm going to select this. Okay, now I have 2 different zones, which each have a different music attribute, which I have set to the asset ID for the music that I want. So I am now going to save my zones. Allow. And what the ZoneEditor will do is create and ReplicatedStorage. I'm just going to filter this so it's easier to read. So over in ReplicatedStorage, you have your ZoneEditor folder. And in this folder, you will see that a zones module was created. Inside of this zones module, you have all of your zone data, which is defining the boundaries. Including your min and max y. So you have a 3-dimensional zone, really. you can define your height via the min and the max y, which is available through the zone properties. Show you really quickly right here. And I have this zone controller which I put together for this demonstration. Which is basically just the tweening, fading in, fading out of a certain audio asset. But the zone code itself, using our zone module, which I've imported into zones, ZoneEditor zones, is right here. So we have on player entered. We're going to call back our zone data, and we are going to grab the attributes music, which is our custom attribute, and we're going to play it. And if we leave the zone, we are going to stop it, which takes the player right here and stops it. So now I am going to test. So as you can see, it's playing the music for that zone. And I'm going to walk over to the other zone. There you go.